Happy hump day. Let's get after it. Hey, good morning, everyone. Happy hump day. It is Craig Bennett, aka Cash Keg, here with another NBA Prize Picks video. Sorry, didn't do one yesterday. Had a lot of people in the house doing some construction, so it was super loud. There's no way I could have got a video out without hearing banging and crashing going around. But hey, want to get our video out early today. Unfortunately, Prize Picks has not blessed us with a bunch of picks. We just have points on a few people. I did find two plays that I did like. I'll talk about those, and then I'll talk about a few other ones just to kind of give you some stats and some information on them, and maybe that's something that you want to dive into and look a little further. But there's not a ton on the board. This is just an early look video. I don't want to just give you 5 plays if I don't like them. I just like the two, the ones I really like. So we're going to talk about those, and then we'll just kind of go over a few other plays that I was kind of on the fence with, and then maybe help you make your decisions a little bit better. So, hey, if you like these videos, do me a favor, hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel. Let me know you like me doing these videos, and I'll do the best to get these out for you. And again, if we want to recap on Monday, we ended up going 5 and 5. We had 3 of them that were real close, just missed on Claxton rebounds. He needed one more to get there. Butler hit a meaningless shot that put him over. We missed that one. And then Bede missed his by 3 points. So if we would hit those, we've been in a lot better shape. But hey, still 5 and 5. We are 72% for the year, 30 wins, 12 losses on these videos, and we'll just keep trying to knock these out for you. And this video is brought to you by OddsJam.com. Go check them out. We're going to go talk a little bit about one of their features that they have where you can kind of check and look at some lines and can compare them. And we'll do that here real shortly. So with that, let's back. All right, as you can tell, I have the Prizepicks.com desktop up here, and as you can see, there's not a ton on the board that we have to choose from here. So if we look at this, we basically have 17 plays to look at. There's not a lot. So, I wish there was more to look at here, but this is what we have. I'm recording this about 6:30 this morning on Eastern time. So that's what we got to work with. We'll talk about 2 real quick. Let's talk about 1, and then we'll go over and show you OddsJam real quick, kind of show you what they're about, and then we'll come back and talk about the other one. So first one we're going to talk about, we're going to go again to the rookies, man. I don't think this is high enough. I know it's a little bit higher over here on Prize Picks, but the line's at 18.5, a lot of those other places. But we're going to go Paolo Banchero. It's just been absolutely crushing since he's been in the league. Looked really good in summer league, and it's just continues. He's just so smooth with the ball. He has scored 27, 20, 23, and 21 points with 18, 18, 19, and 13 field goal attempts against the Knicks and still scored 21. He's getting to the free throw line a ton, 7, 8, 11, 11 times. Just all those things just add up to that's exactly where we want to be with him. So the minutes are pretty solid, averaging around 34 minutes a game over those 4 games. So he's getting solid minutes. And it's just a spot I think we're going to continue to ride. I think once this gets over 20, if this pushes to 20.5 or 21, that's when I'm going to start kind of getting away. But until it gets to that point, I'm going to continue to ride this a little bit. So this is one of my 2 plays that I do like, official plays here. We'll go head on over to OddsJam and check them out real quick, talk about them. Then we'll come back, talk about a few plays that I'm on the fence with, and then we'll talk about the second play that I'm on this early look video. And I'm going to try to get out that main video around lunchtime whenever they get a full board out. But still wanted to get out an early look for what they do have, because I'm sure some of these lines, can move, and I do just like getting a first look at the video. So that's our first play. We're going to go. Let's check out oddsjam.com real quick, and I'll talk a little bit about their site. All right, as you can tell, I have oddsjam.com pulled up here. This is one of the boards that they have here. Right up here, you can pull this up. This is free. You can come up and compare the odds, and not just for moneyline, not for different sports. They got it for NFL, baseball, and so this is a real quick way to kind of shop lines. This really is. So you come up here, moneyline, spreads, market, all the player props, which is something we focus on pretty heavily over in the Patreon streets, what I do, and the Discord. So this is what we're looking at. Say we want to play up just player points here, since that's what we got on the board this morning. You can kind of pull this up and kind of compare where we're at. Really easy thing to do. Again, this part of oddsjam.com is free. It's really really slick. So you can pull this up. It'll tell you the best odds for each player here, right? So if we want to come down and look at Paolo here, 19.5 in some spots here. You can still get him at 18.5 at some spots as well. So yeah, the odds are at -102 at 19.5 at FanDuel, but you can still get them at 18.5 here at DraftKings. It's -135. It's starting to get juiced up really heavily, as you can kind of tell. PointsBook probably has the best at -120, but it's just something you can see. The best odds, of course, it's 19.5 is at FanDuel right now at -102. So it's just something easy to pull up, and you can kind of look at everything. Really slick tool. So if you want to check them out, head on over to oddsjam.com and check it out. Put the link in the description below. Let's head back and talk about the second play and a few other plays that was kind of on the fence with. All right, like I said, don't have a ton to talk about here with these, but let's talk about one that was kind of digging in a little bit, because we do have some injuries, right, with Orlando, right? There's Jalen Suggs is out. And of course, Markelle Fultz is, but so Cole Anthony's still going to get a ton of run here, right? And at 16.5 points, he put up that 25 in that first game against Atlanta. These last two games fell short at 14 and 14. Just shot really bad. At that Knicks game here on the 24th, he shot 33%, shot 6 for 18 shots. So this is where it's like, is the volume going to get there? He shot 0 from 5, right? Now the juice is laying on the under at -120. But when you look at this, I mean, he shot 13 shots here, 18 shots here. Is he going to continue to shoot that volume? Maybe you want to take a shot at him at taking the over on him, right? It's one of those things that I don't know if I can pull the trigger on him, but that shot volume is massive, and he's probably going to be, it's going to be him and Paolo. The offense is going to run through Paolo, but Cole Anthony's still going to get his shots. And so if he's going to be shooting that many times, maybe you do take a shot at Cole Anthony here at 16.5. It's just one of the ones I wanted to mention. Same kind of thing with Franz Wagner. He's been really good as well this early year. Playing pretty heavy minutes as well. He's averaged around 35 minutes this season. The shot volume isn't quite as high, but it's still pretty high. Last two games, 17 and 15, only shot 47 and 33%. So just not shooting the ball really well. The line at 16.5, he's put up, the 28, 18, and 14 here. Same kind of thing. I don't know if I feel comfortable enough to take a shot at him, but the shot volume is going to be through, or he's going to have the shots to get there. I probably would prefer Cole Anthony, to be honest, if I was going to look at it, but two guys that I'm just really struggling with on the fence with looking at the small stuff that we do have. On the Cleveland side, Jared Allen, Mobley, I'm kind of stay away from that. Karis LeVert, man, he has kind of looked all over the place. In the couple of games that he's played that I've watched, it just seems to be struggling. You would think with Cleveland and having Darius Garland off the court, he's got that eye issue, which I remember hurt one of our props we had a couple days ago. You think that he would be more active, right? I mean, the last two games he's played without Garland, and he's only put up 14 and 10 points, and he shot awful. He shot 33% in Chicago, 4 for 12, and then he shot 4 for 14 going up again. In Washington. So the field goal attempts are there. The minutes are there, 34 and 36 minutes, those two games. But again, he's just shooting awful. So it's another one of those things where maybe his shot starts to fall and he just crushes this number. We've known that, LeVert can put up massive games, but just keep that in mind. It's one of those things where the line, he hasn't hit there yet, but the volume has been there. Like I said, without Garland there, it's like 12 and 14 shots. He's just shot really bad. I mean, 33 and 29% ain't going to get there, and still got 14 and 10 points. So shoots a little bit better, he can get there. Just keep that one in mind a little bit. So there's a few we'll talk about, and then let's talk about the last guy that I am going to throw up here, and we're just same team here. We're going to go Donovan Mitchell over 28.5 points here. And this one again is with Darius Garland out. He's just going to do so much with the ball. In the 3 games that he's played, he's put up 31, 32, and 37 points this year. And, We figured he'd do a lot of scoring coming over from Utah, but the shots, man, 21, 19, 20, 29 shots. He took 29 shots in Washington, 45 minutes there. So we know that the volume of shots are going to be, we know he's the alpha offensive on this. And as long as this thing doesn't get to 30 and a half, I'm comfortable taking that 29 and a half. But once it gets over 30, I'll probably stay away. But again, when I get it at this point, I think this is a shot that I'm willing to take. So Donovan Mitchell, again, over 28 and a half points. Orlando's defense last year ranked 19th in points allowed, 15th in field goal percentage allowed, 27th in three-pointers allowed. And the three-pointers are big because he shot 12 of them against Washington, 5 for 12 for 42%. So he's taking a ton of threes, 8, 6, and 12 those 3 games. And if Orlando's going to continue to struggle against the three, even this year from last year, we could continue to see him doing good things. So again, I apologize for only having 2 plays on the board, but I don't want to give you plays just to give you plays. So if I have them up here, it's the ones I do like. I did talk about Cole Anthony and LeVert a little bit. And it's just kind of all I like right now. I'm not really feeling this Toronto-Philly game right now. So I didn't really want to mess with that. And so hopefully we get a bigger board here soon, and we'll try to knock out a video around lunchtime when we get a full board up. Again, go over and check out my friends at OddsJam.com. And if you want my official plays and the models that we do have, you can go over and check them out in the Patreon streets. And yeah, let's just get after it and enjoy your hump day. I'll see you guys on the flip side. Deuces.